Welcome back, everybody. DJ Numismatics, and I got 60-year-olds pennies here, all circulated. So, thank goodness, pennies aren't being affected by the coin shortage right now. Although, from what it sounds like, most of my banks only order a lesser amount. I don't know why, but I might have to talk them into ordering a few more extras. Since the quarters, and well, I don't search dimes, but thought we had a wheat cent there. So, that being said, hopefully we find something decent in this box. And not have to find another one to pair with it. That being said, let's start cracking. We're on roll number 3. Our first find was almost an ender. And it's going to be an older one, and it's going to be a foreign. Looks like we got a King George that's seen some war damage. Let's see what year we got here. 1942. Definitely seen better days. I was getting kind of nervous there last time I got a box with a 42 Canadian in it. I only found 2 Canadian pennies, but we're on roll 10, and if you look, we got a date. And that is a 1940 San Francisco minted wheat cent. Wheat cent number 1. Let me see if I can zoom in. I'm pretty sure that's an S there. And it is 1940S. Wheat cent number 1. We're on roll number 11. A couple of coins from the end here. We've got some wheatbacks. It's definitely seen some abuse. Looks like somebody might have took and tried to cut it multiple times. Wow, and it's an old one too. It's too bad somebody had to abuse this coin like this. That is a 1918 from Philadelphia. Wheat cent number 2. We are on roll 14, and I got a couple of things I can see in here. If you look right there, we got a Canadian, and right there, we've got wheat cent number 3. And that's a 19, if I can get it here, 53 from Denver. And Canadian, we have a 1974. Wheat cent number 3, Canadian number 2. We are on roll 32. And we're going to get wheat cent number 4. That's a 1945 from Philly. And I noticed back here we got a foreign. This is going to be Canadian number 3. And that is a 1995. We are on roll 34. I wasn't paying attention and had a Canadian ender. This is a 1993 Canadian number 4. 4 wheats, 4 Canadians. We're on roll 41. And got a Canadian right here. That is going to be a 1966, 2 years off being a young head. I thought I seen a set of wheats here also. Right there. And that is a 1935 Philadelphia. Canadian number 5, wheat number 5. We're on roll 49. Towards the back here, I can see a date. That is going to be in 1956. From Denver, wheat cent number 6. Well, those 60 rolls have officially been hunted. I didn't find nothing in the last 10. Before that, though, I came up with a couple things. I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, or if I'll have to put it under the scope. Well, this is an 83. Now I was checking for the DDR. If you look across the edge, see if we can get it at the right angle here. It's got a big crack right there. And then it's also got one. You can kind of see it through columns. Let's see, that'd be 10 and 9 and 8 there. It comes all the way from the edge here. We'll throw it under the scope and you'll be able to see it a little better. And then I also came across a 61D with the FS 501 repunchment mark, stage B. I'll show you that under the scope as well. Give me 2 seconds. Alright, for the 83P, you can see there's a die crack. It starts right down here, runs up into the building, up through here, and then it breaks off and goes this way. And then it's also got one over here, right here. It breaks off the edge here, and as you can see, goes up to the edge. Pretty cool die breaks. And then for the 61D, if you look here, let me zoom in real quick on the D. Get back here. You can see right here, and then of course right here, the repunchment mark. And one of the main, I think this is stage B, because the main die markers, when you flip it over and you look on the back here, right here on the E of E pluribus unum, I know it kind of looks like damage, which there is some damage in there, but right here there's a die crack that runs up to here and then runs down to here and makes an X. That's one of the main die markers. It isn't on stage A, but it is on stage B, so I do believe this is FS 501 RPM for the 61D. So all in all, for 6 rolls, it wasn't, or 60 rolls, it wasn't too bad. I did come across 6 1969S's to check for the DDO. None of them there. I got a 70, a couple 72s, and a 73. We got the 6 wheat cents, with the oldest being the 1918. 5 Canadians, with one being a 42 King George. And then I got a really nice 64P. I was really hoping that that one was going to be the FS 801 variety, but it did not have that, so just a really nice Lincoln. And then of course that 83P with the crazy die breaks on the back, and the 61D FS 501. So all in all, not too bad of a hunt. So I'm going to go ahead, post a link up here, because I do believe that's going to make it there. I might even put that 83 on there for my eBay page. Check it out. You might need something that I have, or something that you haven't seen before. So I'll also post a link down below for some sites you can look up some of these varieties that I've looked up on. So until next time, hopefully it's not as windy where you're at as it is where I'm at. And happy hunting, everybody, and thank you for watching.